Welcome back, everybody, or maybe you're new here and this is your first time tuning in. If it is, hi, I'm Taylor, and I do vlog style videos on the life of a small dairy farmer in Maine. So if you like these videos, please don't forget to comment and subscribe down below because we'd love to have you join us. So getting right into it this morning, the last couple days have been really crazy. Something about letting the cows in and out has been making them psychotic. They have all been kicking, they have all been just completely out of character, wild, beating on each other, which isn't really out of character, but the kicking is really not like these cows. They're usually extremely calm. So I'm glad to say that today is going to be a little bit cooler and they're going to be staying in today. So we do have our sawdust all ready. We've got the cart there and then a couple piles here. And that will be enough to do everybody. So yeah, I must admit I am very glad that they're going to be staying in. Because y'all, they've just been crazy. So I do have a couple girls that I wanted to introduce to you guys this morning. So I have introduced some of our older cows, you know, around 15, 16 years old. And you guys have been like, wow, they're so old. So I thought I would take the opportunity to introduce our oldest cow to you guys. This is Cassie. She is a purebred Holstein. She is anywhere between 18 and 20. She is actually one of the original cows from the Holstein herd that used to be milked here. She's one of the original calves, I should say. And we're positive that she's anywhere between 18 and 20 because that was the last time Brent ever had anybody raise those Holstein cows for him. He used to send them off to another farm and then they would send them back when they were around 2 or 3 years old. And ready to have their first calf. So Brent always says that she's Moses's 4-H project, so I always thought that was really funny. She's one of our top producers. You cannot slow her down. She's seen everything here. She's seen stopping feeding silage. She's seen stopping feeding grain. And she is still probably a 70-pound producer, so she is a very good cow. Anybody ever says that because a cow is old that you have to get rid of them, it's simply not true. It's true for some cows, but it's definitely not always the case because we do have a lot of old cows here that do very well. So that is Kathy. So speaking of all the changes that the cows have seen on this farm, I forgot to mention that a couple weeks ago was our 3-year anniversary of not feeding pelletized grain anymore. So that was kind of exciting. That was a big deal when we dropped pelletized grain because we were very nervous about it and we didn't think it was going to work. We didn't really know what was going to happen. So it has been 3 years since we stopped. The cows are doing great, still perfectly healthy. So I just wanted to mention that. Most of them are finished eating their hay. Some of them still do have a little bit. We fed them a wrapped bale this morning. We did go around with it first because they were outside and then they came in. And if you watched my last video, I explained how we decided to start going around with the bale beforehand because they were having trouble with them taking a stall. They would take a stall and then they would leave, and they were all doing it. It was really irritating. So Brent came up with this plan to just go around with the bale first. That way they would take the stall and stay in a stall. The drawback of that is that we have to give them their cornmeal later on because it's very hard to go around with the cart when there's hay in the way. It's hard to run over that hay. And it's just really irritating. So we've been going around with their cornmeal after they finish up their hay. So it does take a little bit longer, but that's okay. And we do have to go around with another dry bale because, as I said, they are staying in today. Anyway, I'm supposed to be introducing another cow to you guys, and I'm just not doing my job here. Our next lovely lady, this right here, is Layla. She is a Holstein Jersey cross. She's around 10 years old. Something about her is that a few calves ago, she aborted kind of like in the middle of her term. She was around 6 months, I believe, and it just ruined her. I mean, she was really bad off. We had to have the vet for her. The vet agreed that she'd probably never come around from it. It just really ruined her. She lost a lot of weight. She just stopped eating. But because we're stubborn and we don't listen, we decided to keep her. And she's had 3 calves since then, and she's also about 5 months along right now, so she lives to tell the story. Okay, so as for what we're going to be doing today we do have to go get some sawdust. There's a few other things we need to do. I am going to have to clean the milk room. I have to clean the calves' pen, and I also have to add some hydraulic fluid to the skid steer because it is extremely low. So that's parked up here so we can work on that. So those are the things that we're going to be working on today. So first off, we have to actually get the girls' milk, so I'll get back to you guys when we get into the rest of our day. So we are almost done milking. We do have to milk a treated cow, so that's going to take a little bit longer. Brent just went to get a dry bale. Like I said, we're going to go around with another bale. See, we have the sawdust truck over there and all ready to go. The tarp is rolled up. The door is shut on the back and she is good to go. So we do have to go around with their cornmeal while that cow is being milked out, and then I will go around with the bale. We'll get everything cleaned up and then we'll go get sawdust, and then the plan is to come back from sawdust, dump the sawdust, because it will freeze onto the truck if we don't dump it off. It has an aluminum body on it, and it's perfect because it never rusts. If it's around 20 degrees and the sawdust is a little bit wet, it will freeze on there. So we do have to dump that, and then I'm going to clean the milk room and clean the calves pen. So, whew, it's going to be a long day. Time for their minerals. Check it out, guys. My camera is entirely covered in minerals. Oh, ow. Shut my leg in the door. Being short is such a hindrance. Brent is staying across the road because he says he doesn't think it's going to start, but I believe in it, so. Yay! I knew you could do it, baby. Had to stop for gas, coffee, and donuts. We have arrived. We did stop and get coffee and a donut and also this thing, whatever that is, but I'm eating a donut. I was really excited to have my coffee with my donut, but the coffee is like hotter than the hinges of you know where, so I'm gonna be waiting a while to drink that. Okay, Brent wants to narrate this video. Go ahead.
Cut! Line! Here we are at the lumber mill getting a load of sawdust. Usually we go about every 10 days, 2 weeks maybe. The boom stuff we had stuff. But we're back again. Getting truckload. They went up on price, of course, but that's okay. That's the way of the world.
And we're waiting for a truck to get loaded.
Yes.
Is the coffee cooled down at all yet?
Just below molten lava.
They got a lot of wood. How long would you say we've been sitting here?
Half hour. 20 minutes.
It seems like forever. 1 minute. We just waited for like a good half hour. Now we're finally getting loaded, and hopefully we still have enough time to get home and do the floor and the calves pen, but we'll see. So, also, it is very muddy here. Seems a little strange that it's muddy in January, but that's how it goes. Also, this has probably been going in these videos before and I've just never noticed it, but I'm sure you guys can probably hear the annoying beeping noise that this truck makes. It only happens if you shut it off and then start it again, and then it does this, and we've yet to figure out what wire you have to snip to make that stop. I don't even hear it anymore. You get used to it. Sometimes when I'm hauling hay, I actually have to listen to hear if it's going. I have to think about it. Otherwise, I tune it out completely. So we got back from Sawdust and we dumped that load just to make sure it doesn't freeze on the bed. I did clean this little man's pen. You can see he's laying down enjoying his nice clean area. He's really liking that. The bull also is just creepily staring at me. But yeah, I got his pen clean, and I did also get the milk room clean, so, and all before like 1 o'clock. So I think today is going pretty well. Probably don't find it that interesting, but I thought I'd show you the milk room floor anyway. So there it is, all clean, looking good. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna finally call it a day. I'm pretty exhausted, so I'm gonna go home and relax before I have to come back and milk. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. So please don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.